Hi, everyone, and welcome. Welcome to today's show. And today I'm going to talk about how to deal with tough days. I'm sure all of us have had those tough days where it feels like you woke up on the wrong side of the bed. And so, how do you transform that? And that's what we're going to talk about today. Let me know in the comments below. If you're watching the replay, type in hashtag replay in the comments below. Okay, so uh, tough days, right? So we all have had tough days, isn't it? When nothing seems to be working, nothing seems to be going our way, and we kind of are like, you know, one thing after the other just seems to be getting worse and worse and worse. So, how do you change that? And first of all, can you even change that? Hi, Angela, good to have you live. So, doesn't it feel like, I wish like we fast forwarded the day today, or, we rewound it and then woke up in a different place. Well, the good news is, whatever it is, you can always change it. You can always change it, right? So, how do you change things? How do you change things when things do not seem to be going your way? Okay. Well, it's really simple. You have to look at where you are functioning from. You have to look at where you are functioning from, right? And what do I mean by this? What do I mean by look at where you are functioning from? So the first thing that I always, like to invite people to is take charge of your life. Take responsibility of your life. So responsibility is not like, as in, oh my god, it's so heavy, all this responsibility. But be responsible that no matter what is showing up in your life, you have created it, right? It's an internal responsibility. It's that place of power. So you can either function, or you can either function from, this is happening to me, this is happening to me, where, like, you have no power, absolutely, where you are an effect of all the external things that are happening to you. So for example, maybe there is somebody said something to you, and they said it, and so I had this experience. So that is, where things are happening to me, versus, whatever is showing up outside of me is something that I have created, is something that I have created. Maybe now you may say, why would I create all the quote unquote bad things that are going on in my life? Well, you don't create it in a conscious way, but your default, which is the subconscious and the unconscious, that is creating it. But whatever it is, if you take responsibility for it, you may say, I don't know how I've created it, but however I've created it, I have created this experience that I'm having here, and now I can choose something different. That is the place that you want to be functioning from. Hi Gladys, hi Nazir, hi Shaheen, good to have all of you live with me today. So so you know so that place of, I don't know how I have created it, I don't know why I have created it, I just know that I have created it. So now, if I have created something, then who has the power? If I have created this, then what that means is that I have the power to uncreate it. I have the power to create something totally different. I have the power to choose something totally different. Does that make sense to you guys? Right? And so, right now, right now, in this moment, with things that are going on in your life, what are you functioning as? Are you functioning as things are happening to me, or are you functioning as I have created this? I have created this. Okay. Let me know in the comments, what are you functioning as? Things are happening to me, or I have created this. Let me know. Let me know. And there's no judgment. See, the point is for you to kind of be aware that this is where I'm functioning from. So once you have the awareness that, oh, I'm functioning from, things are happening to me, then what happens is that you can make a different choice, and you can choose something different. You can say, well, I don't know, from whatever place I have created this, then hi Kajal, then, let me create something different here. Let me create something different here. Another thing is, another thing, hi Lawrence, another thing to also have in your awareness is like, when things are not going the way we would like them to go, what happens is that we kind of make ourselves wrong, or we even make the situation wrong, right? So when we make ourselves wrong, when we make the situation wrong, then guess what? We are focusing on the wrong, and we are creating, and then we create more of the wrongness, right? So another thing to function from, another space to function from is, what is the gift which is hiding in this situation? What is the gift which is hiding in this situation? See, here's the thing, when something really bad is occurring, you don't really want to look at it and go, what is the gift hiding in this situation? Because, it's really bad and you're really suffering, and, you're really upset about whatever is going on. You don't want to look for the gift or anything like that. But, you have to flip it around, because if you focus on the wrongness, if you focus on, I'm a failure, I'm not good enough, or whatever, that's going to create more of, number one, those thoughts, feelings, and emotions within you. And it's also going to create more of those situations in your life. You will attract more of those situations. But if you start looking at something that is not working in your life, or something that is not working in your day to day, and you just look at it and you go, oh, I wonder. So, you can go and, I wonder what is the gift in this situation today. I wonder what is the gift in this situation today, right? So, like for example, you remember the Twin Towers, bombing which occurred so many years ago, right? And there were a lot of people who were late getting to office that day, right? And so when they were on the way, they must be thinking, oh my God, I'm late and I shouldn't have been late, and I should have left home a little bit early or whatever. But when they actually reached there, and when they realized what had occurred, it was exactly their lateness which actually saved them, right? So many times there are all these situations, which show up in our life, which we are kind of saying, oh my God, this is bad, this is really horrible, and I don't want this, and it shouldn't be happening to me, or it shouldn't be showing up in my life. But there is a gift. If you start asking for the gift in the situation, you will have the awareness of whatever that gift is, right? So I'm kind of like reframing things. I'm kind of giving you 2 3 things that you can play with over here, right? So the first tool that I shared is that, be the chooser, not things are happening to me where you are the victim. So just look at the situation in your life, and instead of playing the victim in the situation, be the chooser, be the person who makes the choice, be the person who is responsible. Like, be willing to see that, whatever is showing up in my life is just an extension of my inner world. So, maybe there's something going on in my inner world that I have created this outside. And so now, what can I go inside and change? What can I go inside and change? This is a great, great, great way to function from. So, I mean, this is not just with like a tough day, but it's overall, these are the things that you can use to change any kind of situation, right? So, that's the first one, which is be the chooser, be the one who is responsible. The second one is, what is the gift in this situation? What is the gift in this situation that I'm not acknowledging? What is the gift in this situation that I'm not willing to see? Because every situation is there for a reason, every situation is there for a purpose. It always has a gift for us. We just have to unwrap the gift. Unwrapping the gift is literally nothing else but, you know asking, what is the gift in this situation for me? When you are willing to ask for the gift in this situation for you, everything starts to shift and change for you. Everything starts to shift and change for you. So let me know, you guys, have you ever looked at something in your life which, quote unquote, was turning out really bad, and then later you found out that it was a huge gift? Type gift in the comment below, in the comments below, if that has occurred with you. And I bet, it has occurred with each and every person. All of us have had that experience which, while we were going through the situation, we were like really in pain and suffering, but later, you looked at it and you said, wow, if that had not occurred, things would have been so different. You realize the gift of the situation. So that's another one. Now, the next one that I want to talk about, it's like really a very, very, very simple process that you can do. A really simple process that if you play with every single day, you will set yourself up to having a great day. So let me know who wants to know that really simple process for having a great day. Let me know in the comments. I feel like, I'm talking to myself. Come on, guys, share, comment below. Comment below. Let me know if you would like to know that really simple process that I use to create a great day. And this is like an energetic process. It barely, like, just it won't even take you like 2 minutes to do. But once you do it, you will really find that everything really shifts and changes. There's no one who wants it. Okay, people who want it. Okay, great. I'm going to share this with you. Okay. And this process is very, very simple. And this is one of the processes given by Esther Hicks. And the process is called as segment intending. And I know many of you may have already known it, right? You may have read it in one of the Abraham Hicks books. Or you may have heard me talking about, because I love this process. I use this process a lot. And then I'll also tell you one really creative way of playing with this process as well. Okay. And so the process is called segment intending. And literally what you do is that like when I lie down in my bed, or typically, I do this when I'm out on a walk, right? When I'm outside and I'm going for a walk, I just, like, I just put my awareness on my entire day, right? I put my awareness on my entire day. And it's almost like, I think I kind of like stream light throughout my day. And it doesn't matter, it's whatever, the light that you want to stream. For me, it's like bright white light, it could be a golden light, it could be any light, whatever you want to. It need not be a light also, but a kind of light gives you a visual representation of things. So I just stream light throughout the whole day. And I just, kind of have this thing of, what would it take for this whole day to be, even greater than I could have ever considered, kind of, like what would it take for this whole day to be greater than I've ever considered. Now, if I have some activities lined up through the day, and I'm not one of those people who works with to-do lists, because I'm the moment I have to-do lists, then I have to make sure that I don't do anything on my to-do list, right? But I will typically look at the day, and I will ask for some energies to show up in the day. For example, I will say, okay, I'd like to have a really productive day today. So a lot of things that I would like to finish those things, and again, I don't really define what those things are. I just kind of get the energy of finishing a lot of things, I might, ask for some energy to show up. Like I might ask for, the energy of creation to show up, or the energy of ease to show up, the energy of flow to show up. Because these are some of the energies, like ease and flow are some of the energies that I've been really asking for, to show up in my life. So I'll kind of just ask them to show up in that way, because I want to have more ease. Like whatever I do, I'd like to have more ease with that. Whatever I do, I'd like to have more flow with that. Whatever I do, I'd like to have more awareness, more perceiving, more knowing, more being and receiving, So I kind of just, very quickly just become aware of all that. And I just, like it's almost like I paint those energies throughout my whole day, right? If there is something important, like maybe there is maybe like I'm doing these calls or something, and if they come to my awareness, then I will weave that energy into these calls as well. I will put that energy into any other thing that I'm doing. I might think about the different areas of my life. I might think about my business. I might think about my money flows. I might think about my relationships, and I will kind of put all this energy or this light or whatever through all those things, whatever I can bring to my awareness, right? I also like to think about my loved ones, my family, my kids, my parents, my friends. I think about like one person at a time, and I flow this energy at them as well. I flow this energy at them that they have an amazing day as well, right? And if I know that someone is going through something challenging, then I just ask for that thing to turn out really great for them, greater than they have ever considered. Like for example, if my sons have their exams, then I just kind of uh, put my awareness on that, and kind of like have them like put the energy for them to write amazing papers or whatever it is. If you want to have more clients, if you would like to have more money, you just kind of put the energy on all those areas of your life. Now here's the thing, what starts to occur is that when I drive, for example, before I start driving, I will put this energy through the entire drive as well, right? And so what starts to occur is that you will start to have a different experience when you do this as compared to when you don't do this, right? And so when I do that and I things really turn out even greater than I've ever considered, I'm like, oh wow, this process works, so let me do this more, right? Let me do this more. So I invite you to play with this. You can do this while going to sleep at night as well. And you can just have this put your awareness on having a great sleep, waking up refreshed, having rejuvenation in your body, and whatever else that you are asking for. What I'm asking for these days is more and more flexibility, right? So I just ask for all these days to all these things to show up, right? It's as easy as that. Ask and you shall receive. The segment intending is basically, it's about taking each segment of your day and like elevating that segment, because you've put your awareness on that segment and you've asked for something even greater to show up in that segment. You know what I mean? um uh, yeah. And the important thing is that as you do this, also be aware of your awareness. Like, your awareness really expands, right? Because say for example, I've been asking to have more flexibility in my body, right? And so what has started to occur is, like the other day, my son, about a month back, my son, he woke up in the morning and he was doing yoga, and I said, wow, you're doing yoga. He said, you know what, mom, I found this great yoga. It's just 10 minutes, and I really enjoy it. So I said, oh, okay, tomorrow when you do it, I'll join you. So the next day, I joined him in doing the yoga, and it was amazing. I really loved it, And so I kind of had this awareness. Wow, 10 minutes of yoga after I come back from my walk, totally doable. Like, I probably will feel bored to do 20 minutes of yoga or to do 30 minutes of yoga, but 10 minutes, yep, totally. I can totally do that, right? And so the next day, I showed up and I started again doing 10-minute sessions. The woman is Yoga with Cassandra. I really like her thing. You guys can check her out if you want. The other person whose yoga I love is Yoga with Adrian. And so I've been doing 10-minute practices with Cassandra. And then on the weekends, which is Friday, Saturday here, typically on a Friday, I find like sometimes I want to do a slightly longer practice. So I might choose a slightly longer one, like a 20-minute one or a 15-minute one or whatever. I still don't have patience for more than that. But like literally overall, my whole body has become so much more flexible. And then yesterday, while I was doing a yoga practice in her 10-minute session, she spoke about, she did this like 10-minute yoga for 30 days in a row. And so she has this whole playlist of 30 10-minute yoga sessions. And I said, wow. And each of those sessions is different. So each of those sessions, you're kind of playing with different parts of your body, and she uses different things. And I was just talking to my mom today, and we were just talking that if you feel really stiff in some area of your body and you kind of avoid the yoga poses which are meant for that stiffness, you're just going to get more stiffer, right? And so we both kind of said, you know what, let's choose to do even those poses which are a little bit challenging for us. And that's what we both have been doing, and it's really showing up in my body. I can feel that change in my body, right? So again, when you start playing with this segment intending process, what starts to occur is that you will have different awarenesses. You will have you will have these flashes of awareness or intuition or whatever you may call it, and when that shows up, take action on it. Take action on it, right? Like, follow the energy. That's what it means. Follow the energy, right? And a really good question you can ask is, what action can I take today? Like, say for example, you want to increase your money flows. So what action can I take today to increase my money flows right away? If you would like to have more clients, what action can I take today to have more clients? But before that, do the segment intending process. Do the segment intending process. Like, flow energy throughout your whole day, and like, have that put your attention gently on connecting with your amazing clients, connecting with your great clients. And then and then after that, you go to this thing of, what action can I take today? Because here's the thing, just doing the energetic stuff without an equal action, an equal inspired action, it doesn't mean anything. Like, I spoke a lot about this in the out creation challenge, which I did last week. And it's all about 50-50. Be willing to take action. Be willing to take action. Like, do the energetics of things. And I know, like, a lot of people who connect with me are all energy workers. We love to play with energy, give you any kind of energetic stuff, and you will just adore it, and you can spend hours doing it. But it's also important to take action. Action is also really important, because as you take action, it's only when you take action that the universe says, oh, she's taking action, she's committed, or he's committed to whatever she's asking for. Okay, so let's give it to her. That's the magic. That's the magic. And like, don't wait for the correct action. Don't wait for the right, good, perfect, correct action. Just take any action, even if it is really uncomfortable for you. Because when you go through a process of change, when you are doing something new, it is going to be uncomfortable for you. You are stepping out of your comfort zone. In your comfort zone, you feel safe, you feel comfortable, it is familiar to you. But when you step out, it's uncomfortable, it's unfamiliar, it's like, really, it's highly uncomfortable, right? But doesn't matter. Even if it is something new that you're doing, just go ahead and do that thing. And it's okay. It's okay. Don't judge yourself. Even if it is something that you're doing for the first time. Maybe it's the first time that you are on a Facebook Live. Maybe it's the first time that you're doing a Zoom call. Maybe it's the first time that you've started learning some kind of art or dance or whatever that may be. It doesn't matter. Don't judge yourself. Actually celebrate, because you are the one who is taking action. Like, how many people do you know who will keep talking about things that they want to do and will never ever ever do those things? Like, you are amongst the top 10% in this world if you start taking action. If you start taking action on the things that you would like to have, you are amongst the top 10%. And again, that whole concept of, I don't feel like doing it, I don't feel like taking action, all of that, again, you're functioning from that energy of things happening to me, instead of making a choice and just choosing something. So it's like, what, I'm just going to choose this. Yeah, doing a Facebook live is really difficult, and it's okay, and I will just choose it. I will just choose it and just go ahead and choose it and do it, you know. And the important thing is to do not judge yourself on any of your creations, because if you judge your creations, then what starts to occur is that, you know, you will then not want to do it, right? Because, you know, if a baby is learning to walk, what do? Do you judge them? No, don't walk like this, you should walk like that. Or you sit there and you encourage, oh my god, look how beautifully you're walking, come to mama, come to mama, and you're like fully encouraging them, right? So how about you, you know, being your best fan and really encouraging everything, like acknowledging that you actually chose to take action, and just playing around with those actions and being really happy with those actions, and you know, acknowledging yourself for actually taking actions where many people would never actually take those actions, right? So kind of have fun with that, have fun with all your creations, right? So yeah, that's the thing, that's the process I use. So even if you're having so quote unquote a tough day, a shitty day, a crappy day, whatever you may call it, you can just, you know, do the process of segment intending. You can just go, oh wait a minute, okay, I'm really having a bad day here, okay, so let's change it. Let's do some segment intending. And what would it take for this day to be different? What would it take for this day to turn out even greater than I've ever considered? And you know, just that fact that you interrupt that, it's like a pattern, right? If your day is showing up in a not so great manner, it's a pattern. Your day is moving in that pattern, your day is moving in that vibration. So what you can do is you can do something called as a pattern interrupt. And when you do that pattern interrupt, you cut that pattern and then you introduce something totally new here. And the something totally new is like the only thing you require is the intent. You don't actually need a really fancy process, something. You can just say, oh, you know, I'm having a crappy day, okay, cool, let's change it. What would it take for this to be even greater? You know, do that segment intending for the whole thing. Now, can you apply this to having a crappy phase in your business, for example? Can you apply this to having a crappy phase in your relationships, or you know, something showing up in your body? Like, you can totally apply it for every aspect of your life. Literally, you can apply it for every aspect of your life, and it will just change everything for you. Okay, so let me know, guys, did this create a shift for you? Did this contribute to you in any way? And you know, as I was talking, did you change some things that were going on for you? Because here's the thing, you know, it's like as you have that awareness, you immediately, like energetically, you're already creating change. You will just put your awareness on something and you'll be like, okay, you know what, changing this, and then that thing, and I'm changing that thing and changing that thing and all of that, and just, you know, kind of change it. So so it's about being very present and consciously creating, consciously choosing things, right? Because if you don't consciously choose, then